Warren, how would you define true success?
Well, I've said many times that if you get to be 65 or 70 and later, and the people that you want to have love you actually do love you, you're a success.
Warren Buffett is the 7th richest person in the world and is considered one of the most successful investors in history. He's an American business tycoon, investor, philanthropist, financier, and entrepreneur. Warren is the chief executive officer and chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, the holding company which owns over 60 companies such as Duracell, Dairy Queen, and Geico. And being a great philanthropist, has pledged to give away 99% of his total net worth to charity before he dies. This successful investor started investing in the stock market when he was only 11 years old. Moreover, he also started the Giving Pledge in 2009 to encourage other billionaires to donate their money.
I've never seen anybody that reaches that age. I mean, I'm not talking about somebody that's in extreme poverty or pain or something, but I've never seen anybody that, if they have a lot of people that love them, that is other than happy. And I've seen some very, very wealthy people that they give testimonial dinners to and name schools after and everything. And nobody loves them, you know.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Warren Edward Buffett, but is also known as Oracle of Omaha, Sage of Omaha, Wizard of Omaha. He was born on August 30th, 1990 in Omaha, Nebraska, United States, making him 90 at the time of this production. He stands 1.78 meters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. Did you know that Buffett still uses a flip phone instead of any expensive Android or iPhone smartphone? And he's not a fan of high-end designer suits. He doesn't even have a PC on his desk. This philanthropist is also a dedicated follower of the University of Nebraska football team. Buffett only wears suits designed by Madam Lee, and he eats the same thing for breakfast every day. He spends $3.17 on his McDonald's breakfast every morning. Moreover, he's friends with Bill Gates, and they're often seen eating lunch at McDonald's. It seems that Buffett loves Coca-Cola since he usually drinks nearly 5 Cokes each day. His hobby is playing bridge, and he spends around 12 hours per week on this hobby. He loves to read and spends nearly 80% of his day reading different books. This billionaire is a fan of the ukulele who loves to play the ukulele. Warren spends billions of dollars on philanthropy and has donated over $46 billion to different causes since 2000. Back in 1949, he had a crush on Susan Thompson, and her boyfriend had a ukulele. Buffett purchased his own ukulele to compete with her boyfriend. Then in 1952, he married Susan. The couple lived together until 1977 and had 3 children, including Susie, Howard, and Peter. Although they separated in 1977 and Thompson moved to San Francisco to pursue her singing career, the couple remained married until Susan died in 2004. Then in 2006, Warren married Astrid Menks on his 76th birthday. Menks had been living with him since Susan moved to San Francisco.
What are, say, 3 pieces of advice you would give to people who are looking to succeed in business?
By far the best investment you can make is in yourself. I mean, for example, communication skills. I tell the students that come that they're going to graduate schools and business, and they're learning all these complicated formulas and all that. If they just learn to communicate better, and both in writing and in person, they increase their value at least 50%.
Born in 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska, Warren was the second of the total of 3 children of his parents. Warren was the only son of Lila and Howard Buffett. His father was a congressman. The investor started his education at Rose Hill Elementary School and attended Alice Deal Junior High. In 1947, he graduated from Woodrow Wilson High School and was enrolled at the Wharton School of University of Pennsylvania during the same year. After studying for 2 years at this university, Buffett joined the Alpha Sigma Phi fraternity and later transferred to the University of Nebraska. Warren was 19 years old at that time and graduated from this university with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Buffett was rejected from Harvard Business School and enrolled in the Columbia Business School, from where the entrepreneur received his Master of Science in Economics in 1951. He'd started investing at a very young age. He used to sell chewing gum, weekly magazines, and Coca-Cola bottles door to door. Back in 1951, Buffett started working at Buffett, Falk and Company, which was owned by his father and was an investment salesman at this company. The investor left the company in 1954 to work at Benjamin Graham's partnership, where Buffett was appointed at a starting salary of $12,000 per year. In 1956, he retired and closed his partnership, and he gathered a large amount of personal savings by this time. So Warren opened up Buffett Partnership Limited and began operating other partnerships as well. The investor had 7 partnerships by the end of the 1950s and was a millionaire in 1962. Later, Buffett merged all of these partnerships into one and invested in Berkshire Hathaway, which was a textile manufacturing firm at that time. In the early 1960s, Buffett was aggressively purchasing shares of Berkshire Hathaway before he ultimately took over control of the company. In the late 1960s, Buffett had started to shift the business from textile into the insurance sector. In 1985, the last textile mill under this company was sold. Then in 1987, the company bought a 12% stake in Solomon Inc. Then in 1988, he started purchasing stocks in the Coca-Cola Company, and eventually he bought 7% of this company for $1.02 billion. In 2008, Warren ultimately became the wealthiest individual in the world when he overtook Bill Gates, who had been the world's richest person for 13 years. However, Gates again became the world's wealthiest individual in 2009. Then in 2011, Barack Obama presented him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
If I gave you a car and it'd be the only car you get in the rest of your life, you'd take care of it like you can't believe. Any scratch, you'd fix that moment. You'd read the owner's manual. You'd keep a garage and do all these things. And you get exactly one mind and one body in this world. And you can't start taking care of it when you're 50. By that time, you'll have rusted out if you haven't done anything. So,
on average, Warren earns around $800 million each year, and the investor earns a salary of $100,000 at Berkshire Hathaway. Back in the year 2013, the entrepreneur made, on average, $37 million each day. He has an 18% interest in Berkshire Hathaway, and he owns around 300,000 Class A shares of this company, while 150,000 Class B shares of Berkshire Hathaway belong to him. The investor also owns over 2 million shares of Seritage Growth Properties, as well as Wells Fargo, 9,000 shares of IBM, and around 900,000 shares of United States Bancorp. He earned approximately $20,000 when he was 21 years old, and at the age of 30 made his first $1 million. By the age of 56, he'd become a billionaire, and his net worth at that time was $1.4 billion. He made 99% of his total net worth after the age of 50. Warren Buffett's total net worth is $83 billion. Although he is one of the most wealthy people in the world, he still chooses to live a modest life. Warren currently lives in a modest house in Omaha, which he purchased for $31,500 in 1958. Buffett calls this home his third best investment. The house covers an area of 6,750 square feet and features 5 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and a half bathroom. It's guarded by fences as well as security cameras. In 1971, the billionaire bought a vacation house in Laguna Beach, California. This home cost him $150,000, and it's part of a gated community known as Emerald Bay. The beautiful home, which is walking distance from the beach, covers 3,500 square feet of living space and features 6 bedrooms. Moreover, each bedroom features its own ensuite bathroom. Warren listed this home in 2017 for $11 million, and it was ultimately sold for $7.5 million in 2018. Warren Buffett likely owns the following cars: a 2006 Cadillac DTS, a 2014 Cadillac XTS, a Rolls-Royce, a Volkswagen Beetle, he also owns a Bombardier Challenger 600 jet.